Hello, welcome to Shad Life. I could have swore I did an intro for this video at the trail, but I can't find it, so I don't know what happened. I probably hit play and it didn't really play. So I'll do the intro now. I went to Theodore Wirth. There's this super challenging rock garden, and they were just talking about it in the Mountain Bikers of Minnesota group. And so I thought, well, why not go there and do a persistence on it? And so if you don't know what a persistence is, I know skateboarders use the terminology all the time, probably BMXers and stuff. It's just trying a skill or trying like a section of trail or something over and over and over again until you get it. And hopefully you do get it, right? Maybe you won't, right? And then you come back another day and try again. Well, that's what I did. I went and did this technical section. There's a tight turn around a tree that you have to do, and there's rocks that are spaced just over your wheelbase and stuff like that. That makes it really challenging. And so that was it. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into that video where I'm talking about the rock garden and just showing it to you from a first person view perspective, and then I'll show you the attempts that I made. Let's get to it. So starting from back there, it starts to climb, and you climb all the way to here to where I'm standing, right? And then you come here and you kind of got to go wide, and then you go across this rock bridge. Believe it or not, this is Theodore Wirth. I actually helped build a lot of this many years ago. So it's kind of fun to see it still here. So got this rock bridge, you come across, and then you go up this rock. So far not too hard. Pop. Then you got this bigger rock. You can almost just kind of ride up it, and I'm gonna move sticks and stuff. And then this is where it starts to get really challenging really fast. So after you make it up that rock, you come around, and I always try to take this as wide as I can, because your back wheel is going to trail to the inside of the turn, because it's a really sharp turn. So you got to be wide with your front wheel. And then I try to bring my front wheel around and in that crack right there, or that side of the rock or whatever. But if you get it here, your front wheel is going to go shoop and slide in there anyway. So I just try to aim for the crack, knowing that my back wheel is going to come somewhere through here. And then once I do that, you come, but the thing is right as your back wheel gets to this rock, your front wheel is getting really close to this rock. So you kind of got to do this thing where as soon as your back wheel starts to go up that rock, you got to pull up the front wheel, which is what adds to the challenge. And then you got to do that twice in a row, because once you get up over this rock and you come down, again, your back wheel arrives here at about the same time as your front wheel is approaching that rock. And depending on the size of your bike, like this is my Esker Hayduk size small, 29-inch wheels right now. Could probably fit in here. See if somebody's coming. Oh no, they're up there. Okay. I was going to say we could watch somebody try to go through here, but okay. So, depending on your wheelbase, but longer bikes like a trail or enduro full suspension bike, modern geometry, maybe even a larger rider that's riding a medium or large is going to have more of a challenge, because their bike's going to be long enough to where as their wheels coming up this, their front wheel is going to want to go up that. So this is where it gets really tricky. Basically though, if you can get through from there over this and you can pull this off, you should be good to go. The only challenge at that point is you're going to be really tired, because that's a lot of work. So you got to breathe, make sure you pace yourself, and then you can come up here, pop up this rock, and a similar thing, but at a much smaller scale. As your back wheel gets here, you got to make sure you pop your front wheel up that, and then so on and so forth, and then you ride out. So pretty challenging. I'm going to try it, figure out where my camera placement's going to be. Maybe I'll try to place my camera around here you can see me go through the hard part. All right. Whew. Let's do it. What the hell? Is it the way that? I'm off balance otherwise. I'll just go. Wow. Why is that so challenging now when it used to be? God, so close. That was in the wrong spot. Okay. Almost. Oh, shoot. Oh my God, how did I screw that up? Oh. Yes! Yes. Yes, all the way, even that stuff. So stoked. Oh, I'm stoked on that. So I started from there because, you know, I just figured I know how to ride that stuff. So I just started from there because I knew I was going to do multiple tries. And it took me like 6 or 7 tries. I wasn't really keeping count. But I showed some of the failures. And then that success. So how did I succeed? Well, I had to sit here. The video wasn't on when I did it, and I actually came and walked over here and sat here. Let me widen the video so you can kind of see a bigger perspective. I kind of sat here and just thought about my line, right? And I got really close once where I got up to that rock, and then I was too far to the right, so I was like, man, I gotta come. Getting over this was tricky, but what I realized is I had to keep my momentum. I kept coming through here and going too slow, and then thinking I could like balance and, you know, make it through, but then my back wheel would slip. So I was like, okay, I have to keep my momentum. I have to make sure my pedals don't hit the rocks. So you have to think about a bunch of things at the same time. So that's what makes it kind of crazy. So came around there, came wide here, did my tire through there like I thought, but what I realized is I need to be further to the left. I can't get caught up over to the right. And so once I kept my momentum, I just focused on just that line right there, going over the middle of that rock, over the middle of that bigger one, and just focused on mostly my front wheel and making sure I pulled it up at the right time. And there was actually kind of a pumping motion, so I pull up my front wheel and I push it down on that side as I'm bringing my rear wheel up, but right away I'm gonna have to pull up my front wheel again and then push up over this. And once I got to here, it was easy because this part's really easy. So I didn't film that part. I too tired to go back and set the camera up and get a different angle and stuff. And I don't have the 360 camera, but I got here and just up, and up that, and there's my bike. So so yeah, I am super stoked on that. Wasn't sure I was gonna do it today. I really was doubting myself, especially after those first few attempts. It's very interesting, and this is kind of a thing I want to tell you, is the only way you're going to learn something, the only way you're going to get through something is by persistence. I hear that all the time. I see it like with skateboarders. They talk about persistence. They keep trying the same trick over and over and over again until they get it. And that's what I did here, persistence. And I did it last weekend. I went to my friend Tony's place where he has all these jumps. And you have this kind of tricky jump line where you come out of the berm, hit a jump, and there was an immediate one after it, like a rhythm section. And I just wasn't clearing that first jump so I could clear the second one. And, you know, I just kept trying over and over again. And just like here, I eventually got that jump at Tony's place, and then once I cleared that jump out of the berm, I was able to clear the jump after, and it just took me probably 5 or 6 runs going back up to the top of the hill and doing it. I did the exact same thing here. I just kept trying until I got it, and kept thinking about what was I doing wrong, what can I correct, so on and so forth. And I did, and I got through it. So that's freaking awesome. Really awesome. I'm stoked on that. Awesome. Before I end my video, and this is why you want to watch my videos to the end, because sometimes I add little tidbits. This jersey. Why do I have this goofy Lego jersey on? Well, here's the thing. I made this pact with myself that if I forget to bring jerseys with me, you know, wicking shirts and stuff, to a place to go mountain biking, whether it's Cuyuna or somewhere else, and there's a place nearby, a bike shop or something, I have to buy a jersey, but I have to buy the goofiest one they have. And that's what this is. I went up to Cuyuna, forgot to bring any kind of wicking shirt. I'm not going to ride in cotton, not in these kind of temperatures. So I went to Sickle. They had this goofy jersey, and I bought it. So that's why I'm wearing a Lego jersey. I appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe. Peace.